The observer would like to advise that the following video comes with a trigger warning. The content in this video is of a sensitive nature, so please beware that the topic of this video may trigger you. The observer recommends that you consider your own mental health before you watch this video.
Thank you so much, Paris. I appreciate that. I've had quite many messages from people that have unfollowed Dave and the other one. Thank you for the heart meets, guys. Thank you. You can't go on like this. No, 100%. I have reported it to the right authorities. Whether you think I'm right, wrong, whether you think I've got a case or I haven't got a case, whatever you may think, whether you think it's tit for tat, whether you think this, whether you think that, I don't care. They can decide then, can't they? So I think that's the only way, to be honest with you, because I don't think it will. I think it will continue otherwise. I'm not going to have my SH mocked. I don't care what anyone thinks, whether you think it's a scab or not, their store form SH, you know what I mean? Oh, by the way, if I get bananaed, guys, I'll be on Delusive Angie 11. It's no problem. Yeah, I'm not having that mocked. It was definitely set up because they were messaging, texting each other last night. But because I was intoxicated, I didn't really see that. Do you get what I'm saying? What was really, yeah, but they were messaging each other. You've seen the real side of Dave Duran last night, right? Yeah, that's the true Dave Duran. It was a shame though, because we did have banter at the beginning. I think he definitely has teamed up with the wrong person. I think she's going to damage him. To be honest, I mean, we might have the views for the next week, but watch after that. You're saying it's not the first time he's done this, Dave. It's the second. He's goading, wants the drama. 8 people, 8 against 1. That's what he's into. Yeah, and people that have unfollowed him have seen the real Dave. Yeah, I'm saying, regardless of what I done, whether I should have done it, I shouldn't have done it, whatever, blah, 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 blah. It's not about that. It's about what happened, yeah, on that live. Knowing that obviously mocking my SH is gonna, affect someone. You're not just mocking me, you're mocking a lot of people. Whether you think it's a scab, a bite, it doesn't matter. It's still a form of SH. Yeah, people need to know what SH is. And I don't really care what anyone says, about last night, about the police, all of that, I don't care. I'm talking about what Dave did. Yeah, messaging Pearl, knowing what they were doing, knowing I was intoxicated. Do you know what I mean? And I take no responsibility. They need to take responsibility. I said some things I shouldn't have said, but knowing that that person, yeah, knew what she did by mocking my SH, and that's that simple. And people can mock as much as they want. I've done the right thing now and reported it. I'm unfollowing him. A lot of people have unfollowed Dave. That's the real Dave. Yeah, I told you, Dave, you've teamed up with the wrong person. That's going to bring your platform right down. And he's probably thinking, I got 3.7k in. You got that from me. Yeah, 100%, because you clout chased off me. We'll see if you get that in a week. 1 week, see if you've got that. Thank you. And you know what? You might think, what I did was wrong. Okay, 100%. Yeah, 100%. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the other aspect of it. Where, obviously people knew that mocking my SH was going to affect me. Do you know what I'm saying? They were messaging last night and she sent him a video. Why? I could play videos. I didn't know we were doing that, you know what I mean? Exactly, Beth. No one should be mocking it. And he sits there, yeah, talking about mental health, wanting to help Mad Hatter, wanting to help this person. No, he targets the vulnerable. Yeah, and I do think Mad Hatter is vulnerable. I think Ems is vulnerable. You know, and that's what he does. He targets people, the people that are intoxicated. He seems to want to go. Have you noticed that? He wants to go for people that are intoxicated. You know, Ems, he tried to help. I met her. You know, leached onto me. It's my breakfast. I've got a Morrison's brekkie. I'm coming. Oh, do I need a code? Oh, God, I hope. Hello. Thank you so much. Oh, do I need the code?
Yeah.
Oh, one sec. Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, so what, tomorrow, I should have done it today, but I was dealing with that other thing, as I'm going to phone my doctor. You have to phone at 8 in the morning, otherwise you don't get an appointment. They're brilliant, you can get an appointment same day. Yeah, Zach the Brett, he's alright, you know, but obviously certain people told me lies about him, do you know what I mean? He gets like about a couple of 2-3K alive, doesn't he? Zach the Brett. I think when he does positive FYP, I think people have the drama, don't they? Touring was nice. Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with touring now. We are friends, and you know, listen, she might have an opinion on it, and that's okay. Like, can we just block the hate, guys? If once you're blocked, don't come back. Bye bye. Any just hate, just block them. Thank you. Because I'm not doing it today. Nope, not doing it. I'm going to team up with either Corey or Millen. We're going to do, I don't know, we're going to do like a show, like maybe like the Jeremy Kyle show or something. I don't really want to do it this week. I've got so much to do this week, so maybe next week. You know what? I'm going to start getting my mum on TikTok as well. I think she loves TikTok. She don't want to be on TikTok. She don't want to show her face on TikTok. But I am going to definitely get my mum to come on TikTok, because she is. Everyone loves my mum. And I told her she's going to put the bills. I told her to put them in my name, because I can't do anything if she doesn't do that. But she's going to do that today. So yeah, she's alright, my mum. She's alright. They gave me a cake. I didn't ask for a cake. Baked beans. Oh, this looks nice. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get my mum. You know what? I'm not going to even split that. If I make money on here, I'm going to split it with my mum. And if she wants to kind of, we can be a duo. I don't know if she will though, because she's busy. She's out all the time, my mum. You know what I mean? So I'll see what she says. But I don't know if she will though. But yeah. It would be good, but I don't know because she hates TikTok. Well, she don't hate it. She does watch it, like, but she hates being on camera and stuff because her friends watch as well. Do you know what I mean? Can you believe that she sent me tea with no tea bag? Can you believe they did that? What's this? Hey, mushrooms. I hate mushrooms. They didn't give me the sausage. Was it? Oh no, I do apologise. Here it is. Avocado. Hate avocado. What's this? I've got like little pots, man. What the hell is going on? What's this? That's empty. They didn't put my vegetarian sausage in or my hash browns. They sent me a cake instead. Right. Here's Corey. And there's Yasmin. I'll put, sorry guys, I'll keep posting.
You blocked me on WhatsApp last night.
Sorry, one second. Hey, Corey.
Hello, bestie. Are you okay? Oh, I'm echoing, am I? Hold on.
I did put Yasmin in. Guys, is there any mods on that can put everybody in? Is Miss Red not on today then? Guys, I'm not doing the FYP, guys. So if you're here for the FYP, I'm not doing it. I'm just chilling. Oh, look, we got nearly 3K in. What's going on? Something going on. Oh, wait a minute. That's kind of normal, isn't it, really?
Sitting there and your mum was crying that you had no food last night. Why don't you do an order instead of sitting here gossiping about every fucker on the app other than
chill, piss off, bye.
Oh, fuck off, Corey, you're
Fuck off, chill, talk.
Go on, why ain't your mum got no food in the cupboard and you're sitting
what's it
here
gonna do with you? Piss off.
One is negative. And will you put mine so I can put people in the boxes?
But she went out. She had food out. She does it for TikTok. She's my biggest troll. She does, honestly. She really does it for TikTok because she makes people feel sorry for her.
Ange, can you unblock me on WhatsApp, please?
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
It's all right, babes.
I've got a bit
And I wasn't mocking you. I was in the boxes, and we were, and my friend Morgan was cam doing. So I was just correcting everybody, but no, it wasn't that deep.
I apologise.
No, it's okay.
And will you change my mod so I can put people in the boxes?
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning. Guys, don't worry about removing it on from the boxes. People can have their opinion.
I was not mocking anybody last night, thank you. So two-faced. Oh, I have a new sonnet. That's nice.
Angie, the only one I thought really was nice to you was AR, to be honest with you. I don't know about the other people, but AR, from what I got, was, really nice.
After being a ticket.
Oh, Corey had my back last night.
That was after.
Do you know what? I think personally, you was doing all right all day. Yeah, fair enough. You started early on the drink, but you wasn't down in it. You was every half an hour you would take a sip. But it was as soon as James and Dave entered the the four-way, that's for me personally, that's when I noticed that it deteriorated.
Yeah, but I took it as banter, some of it as banter. Do you know what I mean, with Dave and James? Do you know what I mean? But it's just when Phil got in, really. When it went south.
I was hoping to get that video yesterday, so obviously I could WhatsApp you and be like, right, this is what they've got. But obviously you already knew. Zach had you back yesterday as well. He tried to keep you entertained. And then I just tried to get in there to grab that video, but obviously he wouldn't give it to me. I offered him a 5K gift, so obviously he wouldn't give it to me.
What video was it?
Something to do with you admitting that it was a scab or something. And I tried to grab it, but I couldn't get it.
Listen, I also said I fell down the stairs, because I didn't want to be going to hospital. You know what I mean? You always have that worry that all
it all went south. As soon as James played that, which was sent by Pearl originally over to Dave, then from Dave to James. As soon as James played that, everything went south after that.
Yeah.
I just want to say I understand what you're going through, Ange, because I SH, and there's many times when ambulance come that you do kind of lie because you do get worried about them taking your section in you. Yeah. And I do understand where it's difficult, and I did feel for you last night. I actually did.
I can't believe whether you say, yes, I was friends with her, but I don't get no comment. Oh my God, how we got someone, Pearl, judging me, saying this and that when she was racist. Well, whether people said she's racist, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That she said that word. She can't talk about anybody after things that come out of her gob. And I think people got short memories on it.
Yeah.
Gloria is so fake. Thank you so much.
I don't understand people. People definitely have short memories on here.
And it was only last week she was crying, saying she understands mental health because loads of people in her community have it, so have more compassion in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to say that, Angie, and I just hope you are all right.
6K. Remember, Angie, you okay? Angie, okay? Because of that, to me, that's is fake. Yeah, for the views, because how she's turned. Do you get what I'm saying? And now she's going. She's on this cocky as anything. Yeah, forgetting that she did call someone an orangutan. Forgetting it, or going around the apple cocky. You watch, yeah. You will damage Dave because she'll say something again. I tell you, she'll say something again.
Angie, can I just say, why did you block Dave in the morning?
I can't hear you, Max. You have to speak up a little bit.
Can't you hear me? I don't know what's.
Might have your hand over your mouth.
No, I haven't. I think it's on my phone.
You've got earphones in.
No, I haven't got earphones. Can you hear me? Yeah. Why did you block Dave in the morning and then go on his live at tea time?
What do you mean?
You, Pearl, and James. And
I didn't.
Because James invited her. James invited her to that live.
Her to the match. Like,
so
to the live.
So why did you go in knowing that Dave
and James was already on the live?
Me and Dave, like the courtroom. I just thought to be honest, it was banter. I thought it was banter, to be honest. Like the courtroom, that was kind of funny. Even though I say things about Dave, I just was a bit banter. That's it. And it was until
it was, in my from me being a viewer and watching it, yeah, it was horrendous from when they joined. It was just horrible to watch. The goading, the baiting, James, he's a horrible little rat.
He is horrible.
Trying to say that you called Dave a P.
No, I never
it was just horrendous. It was just horrible. It was just horrible.
Yeah, I seen that, and I knew as soon as Angie come off, something was going to happen because you looked upset, Angie.
Yeah.
And James was the one that invited you, so you didn't know that you was going to be stuck on there with Dave and then Pearl.
And then I dropped, and then they requested me again.
I think next time you just need to not if somebody else puts you in and you see them, just drop straight away.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I've got to go on, but take care, love. All right, look after yourself.
And you know what? Another thing, if you're trying to help somebody, you help them off the app. You don't try and help them on the app to then shame them in front of thousands of other people. If you really cared about that person, you'd go into their DMs, you'd have a conversation within the DMs and not,
I bet they talk about Saturday, that Andie's the behaviour was disgusting deflection away from what they did. You know what I mean? Because they were baiting. They were doing all of that.
Can I have a say, Angie? Everyone, just 1 minute. Everyone in the comments, keep saying Bun Claire Duffy. I've got some cups coming out.
Claire, this isn't about you at the moment. Respectfully,
no, I'm
this
talking
is about Angie and trying to help Angie.
I am speaking to Angie. Wait, please. Right, my opinion on this is, I'm disgusted with Dave. Right, what Dave done was absolutely wrong. James jumped in there and absolutely hammered her for no reason. And there was no reason for him to go at Angie like that. He'd done it just so he could go on the For You page. Now it's all over the For You page, so everyone is seeing it. And Dave, I am so shocked at that he never, ever stood up for you. Because if I'm being honest, right, if that was somebody that has been a friend of mine, yeah, I would want them to stand up and say, sorry, James, leave her alone, because you wasn't in the right frame of mind to be answering those questions.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Facts. And Dave, you're a wrong un. Facts.
Yeah, but Claire, in the same breath, Dave could say you're a wrong one for the stuff that you've come out with on that app. So kettle black, darling.
No, I'm talking about the incident yesterday. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about what Dave has done. We're talking about Dave, aren't we? Right? Listen, let me explain this. If you've got a friend, yeah, Angie has been a friend with Dave, right? Let me explain this. I would not sit on an app and allow that to happen. And we absolutely know that Dave has been a friend to Angie. We know that, right? So to sit there with James, who humiliated her when she was at her lowest point, is wrong. Facts.
Claire, can I just say some facts, please? You're a racist. You were speaking about you're going to disown your children. How dare you step up into a box and say that anybody's a wrong one? Are you having a laugh? Facts. Are you having a laugh? Seriously, you are the biggest wrong one on this app and you're jumping on
You're
here
the
to
biggest
say
wrong
that
un as
people
well.
are wrong.
You're the biggest wrong un for not understanding religion.
Oh, I understand, sweetheart. I just think you've got a terrible
Have a day off. Sorry, Angie. This is about you, not
for jumping on there. And that people are wrong uns.
Piss
when
off
you
with
said
your
you're going to
facts,
disown
word.
your
Everyone's
child,
sick of you.
If you
you're
don't
racist.
understand, if you don't understand Islam, that's on you. I will not accept my son.
Angie, I'm sorry, but she's got one breath.
Yeah, but it's not just that, Claire, that you've said, is it? You've also been racist, and you're sitting here saying that Dave's a wrong un. You're sitting here saying that a man is a wrong un. The man is not here to defend himself. How dare you speak on anyone when you're the...
He is a wrong un. He is a wrong un.
Can you just check your last night? Have a day off. It's about Angie, not you.
a good conversation until she joined.
Angie, can you just check WhatsApp, please?
I'm not there.
No, top girl. Listen.
1 minute. I just want Angie to just check WhatsApp and just message me
I want
back.
you to speak to me, top
It's
girl.
not
because
your
you're a
platform.
Muslim.
Shut up. You fucking
She doesn't
idiot.
want to talk to you respectfully.
It's another account because she's banana.
Yeah.
Just wait.
All right, go
Top
on,
girl.
Claire. What do you want to say to me?
Top girl, listen to me, right? Yeah, Muslim to Muslim, yeah. I did say, yes, I would. I wouldn't have it in my home. I wouldn't have my boys be gay. I don't want that. And that is only because of my religion and what I know. It's not because I don't like gays. I love gays. Gays can do what they want, but I wouldn't want my own people doing it. My own kids.
All right, let me ask you a question, Claire, yeah? Have you brought your son up as a Muslim?
Absolutely.
Which is yesterday, it's because of the Christian religion that she gave up when she was 15.
Is that the same household where you cook your bacon and eat it?
I don't eat bacon. Come on, girl.
So why did you say it then?
Do you know Islam? Yeah, it's very similar to Christianity in some aspects, right? Now, in the Bible, it says, "Come as you are, you'll be treated like everybody else." Yeah. So if my son, I'm a Muslim woman. Yeah, I'm a.
Mashallah.
Oh God.
I was born a Muslim, but then I was put in care, raised by Christians. But when I got married, I went back to the fold of Islam. Yeah. Now, if my daughter's 16 months, if she was older and said to me, come up to me and said, "Mum, I'm a lesbian," I'm not going to turn her away and treat her any different.
Don't agree.
It will hurt me, yeah, but I'll have to accept it because that's my daughter.
What do you mean?
Whatever makes her happy is going to make me happy. And that's how you should be in yourself and teach your children.
I think what it is, Claire Duffy, like, you know, we as parents and stuff, we bring our children up as Muslims, yeah, but when they after 18 or even 16, when they become adults, you cannot judge your children, because they're going to go into their own grave. You're going to go into your own grave. So you judging your child and saying you would disown him, that takes you out of the fold of Islam itself. Sure, let me talk. That takes you out. Oh my God, let me finish talking. That takes you, for fuck's sake, go and talk back. Go on, do it.
Look at your language as a Muslim female.
Shut up, Claire.
I'm not the one who says I rub bacon on my vagina and eats it.
Do you know what that was? Can I put that? Let me tell you what that was. Right, that was somebody telling me to eat bacon. So I went back with an absolute slur. And yes, I did say that, but astaghfirullah, I would never eat it. And I'm going to tell you one thing now. If my son came to me and said, I am gay, I am not going to accept it. And I don't care what anyone thinks on this app, I stand by it. I stand by it. I am not accepting it.
You're horrible.
I'm not accepting
Your
it.
son's gonna grow up to hate you for the rest of his life if that happens.
Go bun yourself, Claire.
He's gonna hate you and detest you for the rest of his life for saying that.
My son would not be gay.
I think I'm sorry, but that takes you out the fold.
Right? I've been brought up a Catholic, right? And like my mum's old school and that, right? But I don't believe in it now, but like, if you know what I mean, I've been brought up as a Catholic, but I don't believe in it now. But I think everybody is who they are, do you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter if you're going to turn out gay, bi, whatever, you're still human, you know what I mean? And you should be treated the same, and it doesn't matter, right?
Okay, I'm not accepting it.
I'm so angry right now. I'm actually angry that that's come out of your mouth as a mother. As a mother,
I'm a mum too, and if my kids came up to me and went, oh, mummy, I'm gay, I would be like, good on you. You bash on who you want.
No.
Claire, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
No hate or anything.
Yeah, of course.
If your child came to you and said I'm gay and you're going to disown them. But
absolutely.
Right. Okay. First of all, I don't agree with that at all. But anyway, that's my opinion. But
yeah,
would you rather, please let me put my point across. Right. As mothers, we love our children and we're meant to stand by them. We might be a bit disappointed in them at times. But what I'm trying to say is, would you rather force your son to live an unhappy life and be with a woman that he doesn't want to be with, or would you rather see your son happy and being who he wants to be?
Thank you.
I haven't got to that point where my children have come to me.
No, and
so
neither
I
have
can't
I.
answer.
My children aren't old enough to tell me if that's yeah.
Think about the generations in front.
But I have thought about
gay and then didn't want to be the way that he was because of what you're saying now.
Yeah, as a mother,
years down the line, he turns out that he does actually want a boyfriend and don't give a fuck what his mum says.
As a mother, I have
family. How are you going to feel then? Because then
won't be having no boyfriends in my home.
Have a boyfriend.
I'm a Muslim, I stand by it.
Claire, so you would disown your son and let him be miserable and possibly maybe take his life, being so unhappy?
Listen, I said this yesterday on Angie's live. I would absolutely have to think about it when they're at that age. They're kids at the moment.
Right,
I do not agree with my children being gay. And that is my religion. I follow my religion and I'm not having it.
Claire, I'm following my religion and you need to be put down, you do.
You need to think about
you need to be put to sleep.
No,
you need to be put down, darling.
You don't deserve children.
This is mental, man.
My
this is
children
mental.
aren't of age yet. Why
can't I?
Listen, I have sat and thought about.
Yes, Corey.
As an outly gay man, right? My dad, right? Obviously, in the profession that he done when he was in that profession, he found it very difficult to understand it all, right? But he accepted it in the end. I know people have different religions and there's different all the rest of it. I'm not getting involved, right? But either way, she does not deserve to have children if she will not accept them for loving somebody else of the same gender. You're an absolute pig, Claire. You don't deserve kids.
Corey, you're a racist as well, so shut up.
No, but Corey had a point there. Like, what Corey was saying is true. Yeah, I mean, like, I love my kids no matter what they are, even no to do with my religion, right?
Yeah.
It's my choice.
You should love your children no
It's
matter
my
what.
children,
We want
my
for our
choice,
children.
how I bring them
No,
up.
Claire, listen. All you should want as a mother for your child is for them to be happy in life. And
they are happy. And they are. And
yeah,
they follow the
but just
Quran.
think about it. I really hope your child.
We follow Islam. Okay, so stop telling me what to do.
But being gay, Claire, is not a choice. You don't just wake up in the morning and think, oh, I'm going to have sausage today.
No,
exactly.
My boys would not be like you, Corey. Never.
Oh, fuck off, Claire.
I'll tell you a story.
Do I get out this box? I'm going to end up saying something. I'm going to get banned.
Absolute pig. You get arrested for that, man, Claire.
Claire, can I just say something?
What did she just say? What did you say, Claire?
My son would be nothing like you.
Not be like him.
Oh, right. What? Because I'm gay, Claire.
What
Because I'm gay, Claire.
Claire, listen.
What I mean is, my boys would not be gay.
Wow.
Claire, can I just say something? You judging somebody about their sexuality and about how they live their life, it's shirk. Stop doing it.
It's not shirk.
Listen to me. Stop fucking putting your shit on other people. If that's let me talk.
You must be a person that doesn't follow Islam then.
I'm
How can you say that? That's disrespectful. That is disrespectful.
Stop putting your shit on other people.
Angie, you agreed with me that my opinion matters as well.
Yeah,
it does matter, but stop fucking saying shit to people.
What I'm saying is that's true. Some religions is forbidden and also it's seen as a sin.
Thank you.
Blah, blah, blah. But I'm just saying that.
Listen to me, yeah.
You can't use religion though to you know, if you're homophobic.
To be a bitch.
I'm not homophobic.
I'm just telling the facts, you know, it's sad.
I'm like, you are. I'm not going to lie, Claire.
Like that.
Just the way you're coming.
See, my best
legends in that, but the way you're coming at Corey and everything, it's making me think. You know what I mean?
I'm not homophobic. I actually
Yes, you
like
are.
Corey.
Yes, you are. You're
like
displaying
Corey.
it right now. You're displaying it right now.
No, the only reason I'm displaying it is because I don't want my boys to be gay.
But you telling people
It's your choice, you stupid bitch.
I don't understand you putting this on the internet and telling other people saying
I don't agree with it.
I'm gonna
If I
be
don't
like
agree with you,
Claire, just 1 minute. Why do you talk over everyone?
Okay, wait.
I don't understand what you're getting from this. You're saying shit to Corey. You know he's, gay. Why are you saying shit to annoy people and piss people off? Keep your fucking opinions and beliefs to yourself. If it's gonna,
you bring opinions on here every day, and
I think that's what it is. That's what it is, Claire. They might be your opinions, but you shouldn't bring it to TikTok.
But hold on, Angie. They brought me up yesterday to ask me about it.
Nobody brought you up today. You started talking.
Yeah, but only because you put your opinions on TikTok.
No, but Angie, you brought me up.
But I didn't know that it was just, someone's going to ask you that question. You brought it to TikTok by saying.
You brought me up.
I brought you up. I know, but somebody asked you the question because you just come out of your gob on another platform.
You got Torian on there to bring me on your platform to speak about it.
No, I did not put you up and someone asked you the question.
Do you know what it is? You lot
Torian,
can't take the truth.
40 billion.
Listen,
that was right. So you brought it to the app in the first place. That's my point.
Hold on a minute. I never brought it to the app.
Well, how do people know your opinions?
Yeah, you brought me. You called me.
You're right. No, Torian asked you the question. She asked you the question for a reason, yeah? Because on another platform, that's what you had said.
Because I said I would disown my sons if they were gay.
And that would be the best thing you could ever do for your children is disown them. Because you are an evil woman from root to root.
Your kids should
run to the fucking hills. You are an absolute wrong un. It
Your
is
dad's
not
a
a choice. You don't just wake up one
You're a
morning.
racist as well. You're in the same category.
Yeah, okay, sorry, yeah, because I don't want any hate or anything. Do you know what I mean?
Actually, you know what my argument is with her?
Angie.
I have to kick you clear because I don't want any.
Thank God for that.
And you know what it is with me? Like, I'm a Muslim as well. Oh, here it is. All the season gifts. Torian, if you're here, I've done it. I'm a Muslim as well, but I would never ever. Firstly, I would never ever disown my child. Like, they're my child. They belong to me. I don't care what sexuality they are or anything. That's my son. Do you know what I mean? Or my daughter. However, in my religion, it says, yeah, it is a sin, but I would never ever put that on anyone. Do you know what I mean? I would never ever judge somebody about the sexuality or the religion or colour or anything.
100%.
That's my beliefs and my beliefs itself. I would
I
never
just feel that Top Girl, she's not alone. When I think there are people that obviously have the same opinion as her that probably would do that due to their religion or whatever. Yeah, but don't bring on TikTok. Don't.
I was going to say people don't voice it, Ange.
Yeah, no, don't voice it. But you know what it is? It's a sin to judge somebody anyway in Islam. So why is she sat there judging everybody and then saying she's going to judge her son? So you're going to sin against your child.
Do you know what it just seems like? It seems like she just runs with a narrative, right? How can she sit there and say to Top Girl, oh, look how you're speaking as a Muslim woman, when she's ran through this app, putting people down and speaking so much hate on people? How can you now come with this narrative and speak, oh, holy is me? Listen, you are only accountable for your own actions, okay? Yeah. That child's relationship with God is that child's relationship with God. If they make that conscious decision to be gay, or it's not a decision, you know, it is what it is, but you know what I mean? That's their journey, that's their life. How dare you?
It's not even that. You know what it says? Once you become an adult, like you go through adulthood, you know, like when you go through puberty, your kids are not like, they have their own sins, they have their own list of sins. Whatever we do as parents, it doesn't matter after that. Do you know what I mean? They're going to go into their own way and answer for themselves. We will never answer for our children. So what the fuck has it got to do with her, what her son does?
Exactly. I'm not going to advise you, man, because yes, you were asked the question. The reason Tori asked you that question, the reason why is because you was on another platform saying that you disown your kids. That's what I'm saying. And all I'm just saying, I'm not, and don't say that I guess stood up, believe, you know, I had your back, because now I was just trying to tell people that in some religions, yes, it is forbidden. So I can understand why you have those opinions, but your Corey is right. Don't bring it to social media, those opinions.
And any mother should prefer the child to grow up happy and live the life that they want to live.
Yeah, exactly. You see, my daughter's 16 months, yeah, and you know, like, if she was to come to me and say, Mum, I'm a lesbian, it will hurt me at first, but I will accept it, because I'd want to see my daughter happy, living her best life with someone that makes her happy. And if that's a woman that's going to make her happy, then I will accept it and I will be happy for her. I'm not going to disown her because of her sexuality.
And can I just never ever, and judging somebody of their actions in life
shouldn't judge your children anyway.
I'm sorry?
100%. You shouldn't judge your children.
Never.
No, because you shouldn't judge anybody. It's unconditional. The love should be unconditional.
In the Bible,
I was absolutely gobsmacked after hearing what she just said.
You know what it is? She puts a bad name on Islam, and that's what I don't like. Like most religions, it's forbidden. But we live in the 21st century.
Yeah.
Live and let live. Do you know what I mean?
And when it comes to your kids, though, you just... I wouldn't give a shit about the religion or anything. If it's my daughter and she decided to be anything but straight, then I'd take her on, and I'd rather go to hell and be in my daughter's life than go to heaven and not be in my life.
And does Claire Duffy realise how much it takes out of a person to go to their families and say that they are gay, or that they are lesbian or gay, or that they are the other way compared to what they were brought up to, born to be? Does she realise how much it takes a person to actually come out and say that they're gay or lesbian? Does she realise how much pressure that's put on a person to come and say that? Because it takes a hell of a lot for someone to come out and say that they're gay or lesbian.
They don't want to let the parents down, do they? If
No,
they
but
don't
okay,
want letting the
people are
parents
asking me
down
why it would hurt
by
me.
saying that, when really it shouldn't be like that.
I mean,
Yeah, but she
if my
shouldn't be
daughter, if my daughter or my son came to me and said that they were gay, I would embrace it 100%. Because in this day and age, it's hard enough being yourself, let alone wanting to be gay or lesbian. It's hard enough in this 21st century.
You need to mute because you're echoing.
It's really hard to, for them, especially. You know.
She just put in the comments, sorry, that's my religion, right? Yeah, we get that. We're not going at you about your religion, right? But if your babies come out to you and say when they're older, I am gay or whatever, right? They're still your babies. You have to be there for them.
The thing is, though, your religion doesn't tell you to disown your child.
No,
exactly.
Never. Exactly, top girl.
They're your babies. You brought them into your world. Do you know what I mean? You carried them. You fought for them. Do you know what I mean? They're your
And
world.
your children
And I'm
should
the same
be
with my
able to
babies.
come to you with anything they feel that they need to speak to you about.
Okay, hi guys.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of not change the subject, same subject, but something different.
Okay, hi guys.
Change the subject, same subject, but
Rose, you're echoing. I don't know if you want to jump out and jump back in. Yes, was that Kaz echoing?
Yeah.
am I still echoing? Is it fine? Okay, I wanted to ask you, I know it's a little bit of change subject, whatever, but is there any reasons that you would disown your children? So obviously, I agree with you guys, I wouldn't disown my child for being gay or whatever, I would never do that, but is there any reasons that you think are valid for disowning your children?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I would. None at all. Even if you
that's my child. I chose to bring that child into the world, and I chose to.
If my child was wronged, you can take that as it is, peddler or done something to somebody, or even aimed someone, I would disown them, yeah, because you have no right.
You know what, Top Girl, 100% I agree with you there, but a lot of people do stand by their kids.
Yeah, that is a question that will divide a lot of people, because a lot of people
I would be
think
very
differently.
disappointed, but I don't think I'd be able to bring myself to turn me back on them all.
Even if they was a peddler, even if your son was a peddler or your daughter was a peddler, you wouldn't be able to disown them, knowing that they are potentially doing things to other children.
Crime, maybe I would disown them, but my love for them will never stop. My love for them will always be there. That's my child. I brought my child into this world.
Yeah, anyway, and Kazza, you'll be shocked how many parents do stand by their kids.
I know. I do know that.
I am with what Top Girl said.
I mean, listen, you can stand by someone, but you don't have to support what they did.
Exactly, yeah, you can help them and try and get them help.
I don't believe so because I feel like there's some things that there's no rehabilitation for. Some things that people can do in life, there is no coming back from, and I don't think even from my own child that I can forgive that. So say if my daughter, obviously she's only young, but say if she done something crazy when she was older and I found out that she was a peddler and there was all this proof of her doing stuff to children and stuff, I would disown my child without a thought in the world. I can't lie to you, because that is mental.
No,
that's just my opinion.
Maybe I want to, but I don't know
that now. Say that now,
myself to do it.
Exactly. Love for your children is unconditional.
Listen, like I
Whether
said,
you disown them or not, you're
as a-
always going to have love for them.
You say that now, once you're not in that situation.
Just walk away.
You're not in
there's
that
many
situation.
cases, if you think about it, there's a lot of cases out there where children have done things to they've become a teenager and done things to their younger brothers and sisters and things. To me, that's mental. For you to still be contacting and to still with your child that has done things to your other children is also mental to me. Do you know what I'm saying? I just don't understand
When you say do the thing to them, do you mean what, in a violent way, or?
No, of course, yeah. There's been of course, Angie. There's been many cases out there where, obviously, their teenage children have done things to their younger children. Do you know what I'm saying? Not beat them up, but done inappropriate things to
That's a difficult one,
children.
though, isn't it? But a lot of parents, once again, stand by that person, don't they? Because it's their kids, you know what I mean? It's a difficult one. That's.
But then, Angie, someone's just made a valid comment, yeah? You don't know unless you're in that situation yourself.
100%.
No, that's what I'm saying. With Keza,
So unless you're in that situation, you don't know what you're going to think.
No matter what, you wouldn't disown your children. You wouldn't support what they've done, but you wouldn't disown them.
Oh, I would, 100%. There's no one that can tell me different. I know 100% I would disown my child because I believe, yeah, that I've brought my child up well enough that she wouldn't do those kind of things. So if she then went and done those kind of things, because they're things that are like unforgivable, do you know what I'm saying? Forever, your whole life, they're unforgivable. I do feel like I'd be able to disown my child and that's it. Because that is mental. Them things are crazy. But obviously things like sexuality and things like that, that's completely different in it. Like that's barely anything. But there is valid reasons why people would disown their children. I believe, personally.
I agree.
Yeah, I've never heard of anyone disowning their kids, but
I do understand, like, some people do, because, like, my brother-in-law, he did someone, and my mother-in-law stood by him.
But I think that murder is completely different to being like. I would stand by if my child was a murderer, I think I wouldn't have such a big problem with it, to be honest. Obviously, I would have a problem with it, but I don't feel like I would disown my child for being a murderer. But
if your child went round like Jack the Ripper,
then obviously it's a different sort of different. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yeah, that's what. Like an innocent, I don't know. It's just Emma's different, like, but like rape and child molesters and stuff like that. I don't think I could have forgiven my child.
Yeah, 100%. I think the same thing, to be honest. Because you want to believe that you brought your kids up well enough to, you know what I'm saying, that they wouldn't do those kind of things. Like,
I just think that I understand what you're saying, and you'd stand by your children. But some communities, if standing by your children, you'd lose your family and you'd lose the community. And it's that part that's sad, that you're standing by your own flesh and blood, but yet the people around you who are close to you as well, you know, don't always agree.
I think Taurines in here all seasonal gifts.
There's two people in here I haven't heard from, sorry. Kitty Rose, hello. Kitty Rose, and I, Little Miss, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here, sorry.
Yeah, so have you heard your opinion?
Yeah, in the box. You could drop me.
Alright, thank you.
I think all seasonal gifts is
I don't think you'll really know until you're in that situation.
Yeah. Do you know what I was going to say though, Ange? Like, there's a lot of countries that follow certain religions where being gay is still against the law. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I think I get to some extent what she's trying to say. I wouldn't, obviously, I don't follow a religion, so it doesn't impact me as much. But there is countries that don't accept people being gay, and that's a fact, isn't it? Like, not every country is where we are at in 2024, and obviously a lot of religions were wrought a very, very long time ago.
Yeah.
So while it's wrong, you can't say you would get rid of your children and you disown them. If that's a part of someone's religion, who are we to judge if someone would do that as part of, if they're heavily into their religion, and, you know, people question Claire, but if people are heavily involved in that, then who are we to judge if that is what they disbelieve?
Claire is no way heavily into her religion.
Like, a lot of the time it's more
Angie, you're right.
Would disown their kids than women. Do you know what I'm saying?
Morning, Torian.
Because
Are you good, yeah? How you feeling?
Because it happens now, doesn't it?
How's it going?
I'm alright. You feeling good, yeah?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You look well. You in a better mood this morning?
Yeah. It was crazy.
Torian, what do you think, Torian? Like, is there any scenarios that you would disown your children?
Of course not. That's my child, mate. You
Even
mad?
if there was a pedlo?
Even if... whoa.
How can you complain? That's
because it's extreme, but, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, even, like, you would never disown your children, like...
I don't even want to, like...
If my child was to ever be a peddler, 100%, yeah, fuck that. That's not my child no more, I'll be real. But if it's something like LGBT or something that's not bad or whatever, then bruv, I'm sticking by my child, religion or not religion. Like, that's my youth at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's my child.
Can I just say something? Kaza, how can you compare someone basically disowning the child for being gay to someone as a peddler?
No, I'm not comparing it. I'm not comparing it.
No, but you brought that up in conversation when it were about someone saying to disown the child for being gay.
No, I wasn't comparing it, but I just wanted to know what people's opinions were.
Yeah.
On if they would decide, is there any reason that they would? Because obviously that's not a reason to.
And then someone else
it's not a reason to do that. But I wanted to know if there was any reasons why people would disown their children. Do you know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, right? No, I wouldn't disown my child, right? Because you're still gonna love your child unconditionally, because that is your child regardless. And there's plenty of people out there that's done the same. But you can't just disown your child. Your child's your child. You brought them children into the world, and you've obviously gone somewhere wrong down the line as a parent to create that.
I don't know though.
Some people are just sick in their heads.
If my son's going out hurting people in the way of rape, in the way of underage children, then I don't think I would stand by that. I wouldn't stand by my husband if he did that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think there is some certain scenarios where you can help people, but
it's proven in psychology though, Ailey, that it's down to your childhood.
Then why would you stand by that? Because in a way, that's you accepting it.
Yeah, no.
Stand by that and support it. You're accepting it.
In a way, I agree with you, Ailey, and in a way, I don't. It's proven though that a child's upbringing is what factors into their life when they're older of how they turn out.
No, not all the time. Let's not say that, because not all the time. Sometimes people are born with parts of their brain that don't. Do you know what I'm saying? Function or the correct way. Like, it's not all the time. It's not all the time down to the parenting. Certain things are, but I wouldn't say other things.
No, 100%. No, because obviously it factors in with your genes and stuff like that as well. But it is majority of the time, like with people that do the wrong things. I don't come on live a lot, so I don't really know, like, obviously a little things for it. But
that's a good one. Disowning your child doesn't mean you don't love them. It just means that you don't agree with what they've done sometimes.
Yeah, see that wording, the way they worded it is
no one's, because by disowning your child, you're not saying that you don't love that child. What you're saying is you don't agree with the actions of that person, whether that's your child or not. These die-hard people will say, I'll support all the way through, but I couldn't stand by and support my child if he was going out committing those types of crimes.
100%.
Because that's a choice, isn't it? It's a choice to go out and commit a crime. It's a choice to go out and rape. It's a choice that that individual's made at that moment in time.
Yeah, sexuality isn't a choice.
Sexuality isn't a choice. But what I can see from Claire is there is still countries out there that forbid people to be part of the LGBT, I'm going to say rainbow so I don't get banned, the rainbow community. And if that's their religion, and not everyone will see religion the same, people will understand different aspects of their religion and what's that telling them.
But I think that's to the extreme though. But isn't Claire from this country though?
Pardon?
Isn't Claire from this country?
Yeah, Claire's her own. Do you know what I mean? But I think
Claire was brought up as a Catholic. She's a believer, Kaza. So even in the Catholic religion, it's forbidden. Do you know what I mean? So she's gone from one religion that is forbidden to another religion that's it's forbidden. But what my argument is with Claire, if that's what you think, keep it to yourself. You don't have to put your vindictiveness or your opinions onto other people, because even in Islam it says you don't judge people.
Mm-hmm. But I agree with you. What does it say around? Is it just that they don't accept the rainbow?
Because it's the same as
they basically say Adam was made for Eve. Yeah, and that was it. There weren't Adam was made for Eve in it. Like, but any top guy, cut you there. Any same sex relationships is a sin. It's forbidden. It's a sin. Like there's no ifs, no buts, no babies. It's wrong, innit? And that's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But it also says, as an adult, you choose your own path of life, so nobody can judge you because you're going to go to your own grave and nobody else is going to judge you for your sins. So why should we sit here as adults judging other people for their actions?
Exactly.
Like someone just said, it's a sin, yeah, but that sin is between you and your God.
Right.
Whether you're Muslim, whether you're Christian, that's between you and God.
Yeah. So while you can sin, sins can't be judged. So it's how she maybe then interprets that, isn't it? Because while it is a sin, sins can be forgiven, and that's the bit that she's missing.
But Claire also needs to remember that she's spreading this hate on an app where her kids could potentially join the app in a few years' time and see all this hate that she's spewing against them in front of thousands of people.
Yeah, I hear that. But what I don't agree with is then people saying that religion is wrong, because then it brings hate towards a religion, doesn't it? Because what you then have is two communities at war, because part of a community is saying it's a sin, and then this part of the community is saying we should be accepted by all. So then it's a war divide, isn't it?
Listen, in the Quran, it also says, that exposing someone's sin is also haram. So when Claire Duffy, I know obviously it's not true, but when she's coming and making statements like, oh, if my son is part of the elder, I'm gonna disown him. Number one, not only are you exposing his sin, but at the end of the day, like, that's not how you go about things. And when you're saying things that is insensitive in front of another member that is LGBT, do you think God's gonna like that? Like, I don't think it's about what she said in a sense, but I think it's how she went about it. And I think a lot of people are looking at Claire Duffy's character and knowing how Claire Duffy is on the app, and I think they're just like, how dare you kind of come up with that statement when you yourself are not. Do you get what I mean, guys?
Yeah. Do you think if it was someone else, Torian, that people would have this same hatred as Claire's getting? Or do you think it's just because it's Claire and the way she conducts herself? And let's be real, it's madness.
Me personally, I think it's the way that she conducts herself on the app.
Yes.
She hasn't portrayed herself to be a nice person, and any time that she isn't alive, it's always hatred towards her because of her actions that she's portrayed on the app.
She does it all the time, though. She'll come for other Muslims, she'll come for other people all the time, and then act like this innocent, holy person, and it's like, you can't do both.
Yeah. Exactly. Because you can't push shade on someone, really, for
there was a story there, wasn't there? I think this is America, I'm not too sure, of a boy who was gay, and he told his parents, and his parents didn't accept it. They didn't disown him or anything, but they was trying to brainwash him into thinking that he's going for a phase, he can't be gay, it's disgusting, all those kind of things, really homophobic comments, by his own, those used to give him leaflets, counselling, all that to do you get what I'm saying? Anyway, his own parents bullied him until he unalived himself, and then his parents decided to get in contact with the LGBT, the rainbow, because they get bananaed. And they now, well, I don't know about now, but it was at the time, go to the gay pride, and they wish they had accepted at the time, but they didn't understand it until after he died. That's when they started to, kind of educate themselves on it. And not that you have to be educated on it, but they did, and they learned a lot about it. And and they're huge supporters of the LGBT now, but they wish they had supported their son.
I think it's harder for men to accept their children. I think it's harder for men to accept their children being obviously LGBT than it is for women to accept it. Like, if we're honest, it's a lot harder for men to accept their son being gay than it would be for a woman to accept her son being gay.
Do we obviously whoever said that, of course it's too late, but I'm just saying that's just an example of a parent.
Do you think, Annie, it's more of a generational thing? So, like, if you go back, like, to like your grandma, Torian, and your great-grandma, they're probably less accepting, and it's kind of weakening as it goes through the generations.
Can I be honest with you? I think my grandparents, and my great grandparents were homophobic, and I'm being so, and no one come at me or whatever, but I genuinely think, in a sense, now that I look back, not even that they're homophobic. Obviously, today's day and age, they will say they're homophobic, but a lot of them has been passed down from generations. You get me, and their parents and whatever, and I feel like. When you get to a certain age, like a set elderly age, your mind is already set. No one can't say anything to you and change your mind. It's like when you look at elderly people and they'll be like, oh, you know, they're coloured, or sometimes it's not that they're racist, but it's just that they're stuck in their ways, isn't it? Like, that's just how they were brought up, you know. And I feel like it's the same kind of with the rainbow community, like when it comes to our families, like, you don't get what I mean?
Yeah, because
it's like we live by what society tells us.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Society's changed.
Yeah, so many years I've been told it's not normal to be gay, and you know, and then you've got Christianity and other religions saying it's a sin, it's not okay. So, and I think, you know, that's also, you know what I mean, where it's.
Yeah, because my mum was a full-blown lesbian. Like, she was a full-blown lesbian, and she had my mum to kind of disguise the fact that she was a lesbian, and then it got to the point where it was kind of more accepted, and then she was able to come out that she was a lesbian. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, but it was a lot harder back then.
Shelby in the comments is saying she wouldn't allow it for her son. Does she want to come in the box?
Like, my family didn't or don't follow a religion, but I can probably see things that me nana said or my granddad said and my great grand said, and I would, in nowadays, looking in 2024 eyes, be like, whoa, you cannot say that. Like, and I think it is it's kind of weakened as the generations go. So, like, Nadia's probably the younger generation below us, because you're in your 20s, aren't you, Nadia? So it is weakened as it goes. So eventually it will change.
You know what really bothered me? Do you remember Philip Schofield? And by the way, it is normal, right? But you got Philip Schofield, right? A married man, right? And he's come out saying he's gay. And they're all patting him on the back. He went giving her a hug. Well done. You've come out of the closet, if that's what the right word to use, right? Yeah, this is a married man that's been married, that's decided to say, come out to say he's gay. And they'll get, it's like, do you want a medal? Why? First of all, it is normal, right? You don't have to announce it the way he did, like it's not a normal thing. And number two, why are you patting him on the back when he's a goddamn married man?
So how would you feel if
my point is, if that was a woman who, you know, he was seeing another woman, they'll be horrified. But because he's gay, you're going to get patted on the back. Do you know what I mean?
But I think that's a generational thing again, Angela. I think he could have potentially lived his life in a marriage, but actually and I know his wife supported other things outside of his marriage around being in that relationship. So I think it's a generational thing where he's actually found the confidence to come out, especially being on that platform that he is on, because people aren't, you know, people like your Claire Duffys and that, and people are still...
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Hayley, but it makes it like, well, it's not a normal thing because you have to have this big announcement.
I agree.
You know what I mean? And number two, is a married man. You know what I mean? Let's not forget the fact that this guy has been married for how many goddamn years? You say you're born with it. He got married to a woman knowing he's bloody gay. You know what I mean? And how wrong is that?
So how do you feel about, like, if your children came out as trans then? Because I'm not going to lie, like, I wouldn't disown my children, but I'd be quite upset. Like, I'd be, like, devastated, to be honest.
I have said this yesterday. I don't think I'd like it, no.
You know what? I don't think I would be bothered. I would be more upset that my child has lived a life where they have been upset because they weren't in the right body. I think that would upset me more than the actual thought of transition.
No, I think that would upset me, to be honest. I feel like that would, like, devastate me a bit, but I don't think I'd disown my child, but I do think it would really make me upset. That's different than someone coming out as gay or lesbian, isn't it?
Yeah, I get you, yeah.
Yeah, I've 4 kids. I've got 3 boys and a girl. And my 10-year-old, he went through a phase at one point where he was telling me that he wanted to be a girl. And I'd sit and I was talking to him every other day about it, and he was just confused. And I think that a lot of time with kids, they are confused, but you have got to listen to them.
With me, if I had a kid that did, and I would be more fearful of the bullying that he would get.
That's it, because it is the bullying, it's the hate that children receive. They're growing up. Like when we were younger, you didn't hear nothing about it. You've got obviously, you've got different things around you going on, but you didn't hear about trans people, and they weren't really about back then. You didn't hear about it, and now it's become this thing where like he was genuinely confused. He weren't even 10-year-old at the time. I think he was about 7. And he was so confused and he didn't want to speak to people about it. But once you'd spoke to him, like now he's a proper little boy's boy.
But what gets to me is like when children like at very young ages like that say like they want to be the opposite sex, it's like to me like it's where they getting that from. Do you know what I'm saying? Like obviously if they're not actually like trans, like where are they getting those thoughts from? That's like what would concern me. Do you know what I mean?
But for me,
especially at a really young age, it's like so many people transition at really young ages and regret it when they're older. And they want to transition back. Like that happens a lot of the time.
But how's that different from being gay then? Because I don't believe that that's a choice. So if someone genuinely believes that they are in the wrong body and they are suffering because they believe they're in the wrong body, how is that different from them being people?
So you can choose from day to day what your sexuality is going to be. You could be lesbian one day, you could be straight the next if you feel like it. But as soon as you transition from one sex to the other and you take all those procedures, going back is not as easy as just saying, oh, like I'm a lesbian today or I'm straight today. Do you know what I'm saying? It's completely different. I believe it's completely different.
I don't believe that that's a choice. But there's probably children really young now that need to be educated and spoken to, and that's why counselling's offered, especially when they go through that transition period. But I still don't believe that is a choice for somebody. I feel like that's something that they genuinely believe is happened to them, that they are in the wrong body. The same as nobody goes out and says, actually, I'm going to be gay today. It's something that's inbuilt in them.
But I do think that also, like, as much as you do say that, like nowadays, if you think about it, like, I'm not trying to like say anything like bad, but a lot of the time, like, it is kind of like a trend. Like, not all the time, because there is a lot of trans people that are really trans, but right now, especially with young children and things, like a lot of kids will say that they want to be the other sex, etc., for like attention and things. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like happens a lot.
Besides, I read an article. Did you read it, Ange? Where that girl, a mum took her out of school because she wanted to be a cat.
No, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they wouldn't let her eat out of a cat dish in school, so she took her out. Like, that's beyond crazy. Do you know what I mean? But I do think you have to nurture these situations because they are huge decisions in life, like whether you go through that operation or not. But that's nothing to say that your child can't live in that body if they feel more comfortable in that body. Yes, they might not have the operation, but you can help them feel more comfortable and adjust.
Hayley, being animals is completely extreme. Like, if my child came home and told me she wanted to be an animal, that would not be allowed. I'm sorry. I'd be saying absolutely not.
I wouldn't do that. I would feed them dog. I was going to say I'd feed them dog food if they wanted to be a dog, but I wouldn't really, guys. But
no, in my sister's school, they put litter trays in the bathroom for people that want to be, is it furries or something? And I think that's absolutely ridiculous.
No, that is ridiculous, isn't it? It's like people marrying trees and that. It's crazy.
Oh boy. What does everybody feel about there's so many pronouns? Like, I just thought there was always male and female, but now you can be whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. See, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the pronouns. I think you are a man or a woman, and there will be circumstances where people, are maybe bi and they like both, but then I still think someone has to identify as something, whether that's male or female.
But to say there's like 72 or something different pronouns is crazy to me. Like even if you want to change sex and you want to be the other sex, like to say anything else is crazy to me, I think, personally.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, like, if you want to change your sex, you go from one sex to the other. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not turning into like something completely different, like nothing. That's crazy to me.
What, 72 of the pronouns?
Oh, there's like 72. I promise you, there's like a whole list. Google it.
Yeah, when you go on doing like job applications and stuff and you're signing up to stuff, when you go down the right drop list, there's that many there now. You can't half at time just find basically your own pronoun. They're just the two usual ones.
100%.
Yeah.
I think Anne should let me speak to Claire Duffy as somebody that has been disowned.
Really?
Yeah. I never get in the box, but I've just been listening and I thought I'd have to come on. I basically, about 18 years ago about 15 years ago, came out as gay. Well, not to my whole family because they all knew anyway, but my mum and dad are separated and everyone kind of knew and accepted me and it was just normal. I didn't have any bullying, I didn't have anything from my family, no shit, anything like that. And I had to sit my dad down and obviously tell him, which was awkward. And yeah, he didn't take it very well. And that was the last time I basically saw anything of him. And then I basically a couple of weeks ago got diagnosed with cancer. And one of my stepsisters reached out to me and said that, yeah, thank you. It's a bit shit, and said to me that, you know, she obviously had relayed the news to my dad. Not that I wanted him to know because he's not been a part of my life for so long. And that he, you know, would like to make contact. And I thought, you know, you've literally left me for 15 years to kind of get on with my life. And now I've had this awful news. You suddenly want to be a part of it. And it's like, to me, that's crazy, you know. And I think it's a real shame for him because, you know, he's missed out on 15 years of me for no reason. Because I think my sexuality has got nothing to do. It doesn't affect anyone else's life, if that makes sense, you know. When I sat him down and spoke to him about it in the the meeting, I sort of said to him that if you don't have to think about it like too deeply. I mean, it's weird anyway, but just it is what it is, and that's that. And I've never been one to make it all make my whole life my sexuality. You know, I don't go around screaming, and you know, I live in quite a rural area, so I'm quite discreet about things. And I understand that a lot of people have different opinions and different beliefs, and you know, a lot of the older generation don't understand it. And I kind of respect that in a way. I don't expect everyone to be, you know, welcoming me with open arms. So I choose to kind of, you know, it's a part of my life. It's not my whole being, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe he's trying to amend things with you, like obviously in a sense. Maybe he wanted to kind of reach out, but he didn't have a reason to. Not even that he didn't have a reason to, but maybe like
the house.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe even though it's a bad situation, I feel like maybe it's giving him the thing like, oh, do you know what? I can now actually I have a reason to actually reach out for it, to this. Not even a reason, but do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I do get it, but it's just like I'm quite a stubborn person, and I think to myself, you know,
Amelia, sorry.
You've not wanted to be a part of anything, you know, for so long.
That's not Torian.
And all of a sudden I'm, you know, been faced with this hideous illness, and now you want to know, and it's
you know, I genuinely wish you so much luck on that journey.
Thank you.
Yeah, me too, man. Especially from someone that's lost both their parents. Trust me, guys, life's too short, man. I've lost both my parents. It's all right, but life's too short, man. Honestly, and I
No,
think
it
a
is.
lot of us take life for granted. Do you know what I mean? A lot of us, even me as well, like we take our life for granted and stuff like that. But you know,
When you think, Torian, someone today, as we're
Yeah.
speaking, is getting a diagnosis
No.
or someone has died, or
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Ange, I
We don't
turned
look at it like that,
30,
do we? We
you know,
can't-
last
can't
October,
go on life looking at it.
and
You
like
just
this was
look
going to be like my best year. You know, I went traveling, and you know, I've got my own business and things now, and I never in a million trillion years thought I would be facing this. You know, and it's absolutely.
I hope you're able to fight it, Daniel. Like,
Yeah, I mean, do you know what? I'm off work at the moment for the first time ever, so I'm laid up on the sofa. I feel fine, but my treatment starts in 2 weeks, and yeah.
Can I just quickly ask you, Daniel?
Oh, I was
Sorry,
just
because
saying, Ange, that basically
came off, so I
about
don't actually
15
hear
years ago, my dad
what happened?
I came out to my dad, and he disowned me for being gay. Very recently, I got diagnosed with cancer. It's about 3 or 4 weeks ago. And yeah, through the grapevine, he heard, and he's tried to reach out to me now, after all these years of hearing nothing from him. And I just said, you know, it's one of those things that, do you accept it and, you know, try and speak to him now or whatever. But yeah.
You know what, Daniel? I get where you're coming from, and that's sad,
Yeah.
man. But I would reach out to him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would, because at the
that's
end
true.
of the day,
I mean, I'm willing to give
maybe
him a
you need
second
answers
chance, I
as to why he did
suppose.
what he
But
did as well. Do you know what I mean?
I'm quite a stubborn.
You know what though? Sometimes, Daniel, people make choices in life and then live to regret those choices.
No.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
No,
you don't want to regret it,
exactly.
because I don't know how old your dad is. I'm not saying anything,
Yeah,
but you never
it's
know what's around the corner. Do you know what I mean? And you don't want to be not reaching out. You know, like I said, get closure for yourself, and you know, you've probably got a lot of questions. You know what I mean? What your dad did,
Yeah,
what he
that's
did,
true.
You know what I mean? You have to be best
I'm going to
buddies,
see
but
how
I
this
think you
goes.
should
But
reach
I
out,
think
just
once
find
my
out why.
treatment starts and I get that sort of kind of going, I think I might see how I feel and reach out perhaps and just go. But no, exactly. But my message is to Claire Duffy
you just
is
don't wanna
that I
regret it, you know
hope
what I mean?
that none of your children, you know, if you treat them like they've ever come out and you treat them how you say you would treat them and you disown them, you know, if they're ever faced with anything like I'm facing, you know, you'll live to regret it. You really will. Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, Daniel?
Yeah,
You don't
so
have to answer me, but
it's a bit of a weird one. So it's
cancer's
basically,
treatable and-
I've got it's
and that-
anal cancer, which I didn't even know existed. I thought it was, you know, there was a joke on Family Guy years ago
Right.
about it. But yeah, it's real. I've got it. I think it's 80% sort of survival rate. Yeah, so it's anal cancer. So it's basically
It's
like
not colon
it's
cancer,
like in
it's
the anal
actually
canal, basically.
anal
It's
cancer.
very, very weird. But basically, yeah, it's 80% treatable, 80% survival rate. Sorry, which is good. It's rare, but it's really well.
Oh well, that's good. That's really good.
Yeah, I'm stage 3, but they said I've got. I had a meeting yesterday with the oncologist, and they said 5.5 weeks of solid radiotherapy and a couple of rounds of chemo, and then that should hopefully do it. But no, they used to. They used to.
They don't actually have to physically remove it then?
The surgery was quite invasive, but they said they can basically blast it and shrink it as much as possible, and then the chemo kind of tries to get rid of the remnants, basically. But yeah. Yeah, and I mean, other than me I've been told to rest and just chill out for the first time ever. So I'm laid up on the sofa, which has been very difficult for me to do. But it's and they reckon they should be able to cure it, which is fantastic news. But
and Daniel, if you're laid up, then welcome to the cult.
Yes, well, Tolga, I'm always watching, and I never go in the box ever. But I might have to make an appearance more often. I'm a massive supporter of Ange, and I'm always watching.
Can I just say to everyone in the comments, there's no delay. If you go out of the app and come back, you should be okay.
It's not delaying for me.
No.
And Daniel, I'm praying for you. Yeah, I'll keep you in my prayers, Carl.
Daniel.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm really lucky. I've got a big support network around me, which I know a lot of people aren't lucky to have. It's just basically a long fight ahead, but it will be fine. It will be okay.
I didn't see my dad for 6 years, Daniel. We had a fallout, and there's times when you think, I have to give him a second chance. I need that closure, and I did speak to my dad, and we're closer now than we've ever been.
Oh, really?
Just maybe take that chance, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And if it does, you've got your dad around you.
Yeah.
You got to remember also, Daniel.
He was quite. I'd say the word was socially inept, if that makes sense. It was kind of like you'd see gay people on the TV, but he would never have an interact. He lived in the middle of nowhere. He had a very kind of countryside-y job. He was like a tree surgeon, so he would never daily come across anyone who was gay, which is quite crazy to think about, but that was him. And I think obviously hearing that news, he didn't really know what to do with it. He wasn't angry. It was like he just couldn't process it, if that makes sense. And I sort of said
the surroundings as well, like people and environment and stuff like that, because I feel like sometimes my parents do things just to please other people.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's a generation thing, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm a hairdresser by trade, and I've got a couple of older clients that, they still ask me if, I've got a girlfriend and things like that, because I know fully well that it would be a long conversation to try and explain to them that that's not what I'm into. And I don't get offended by it. I'm not a snowflake. I'm very black and white. I'm very, as is. And it's just them. It's generally, like they come out with, quite highbrow comments. They're not politically correct in certain ways, and I just kind of let. It's been about, I'd say, 15, 14 years. Yeah. I'm 30 now, and I was still in secondary school. No, Ange, literally nothing. And do you know what? I don't know where he is. I don't know what he's doing for work. All I know is I've got 2 half-sisters that follow me on social media, and I think they have a bit of contact with him, but I think I've never really had. I think I was so hurt by him just kind of cutting me off. I just never.
Do you think as well that your dad's left it so long that he's been thinking over the years, I've left it that long, I'm too scared to get in touch?
I mean, perhaps, yeah. I mean, I'd like to think that he could just himself, reach out.
And he could have, while it's been a long time, there's probably that element, but he could have educated himself within that time as well. And I think everything is worth a conversation, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, my son hasn't seen his dad since, he's never met his dad. He's 13 in September, end of month, and he's never met his dad. But I do think that his dad would get in touch, but I think he's too scared now.
Yeah.
I generally do. All he has to do is look on Facebook and he would see his son. And I think he's just too scared.
Daniel?
Yeah.
Can I just say, I don't know you yet. I've just obviously listened to what obviously what you're saying, yeah, but you should be very proud of yourself, man. And
thank you, Toria.
hold your head held high, because you know what? A lot of people will fumble and crumble without their parents and that support system. And obviously just sitting here and just actually listening to you is a breath of fresh air, man, because I'm not gonna lie, like, it's nice, like there's like guys.
Yeah. I'll happily.
No, Angie, you don't swing your way.
Daniel
for mod. No, but honestly though, like, honestly,
John-
jokes aside, be proud of yourself.
Yeah,
man.
it's I've never let anything in my past define me as I am now. I kind of try and look forward and try and obviously what's happened has happened to me, and I had a terrible childhood living with my mother, and there was abuse, and there was DV and God knows what, and I had to go through some real nonsense growing up. But my partner basically says to me, so you could write a book of what you've had to go through, and obviously I'm still going through it now with this bloody diagnosis. But I think you've got to be positive. You've got to, I mean, there's people going through a lot worse than I am. I may think sometimes I sit, like last night I sat and had a bit of a cry, and I was watching Angie, and I had a bit of a cry to myself and just thought, God, what a life this has turned out to be. But then I think to myself, there's worse going on. There's people that's got even worse shit going on than I have, and you've got to try and be as positive as you can, because what's the point?
I was poorly a couple of years ago, and I think that was a switch in my mindset of actually there's so many positives, so many things that we should live for.
Yeah.
And these little things that happen kind of become really petty and irrelevant,
Yeah.
It's a change in mindset for sure.
Absolutely.
Daniel, unless you still get knocked off your mouth.
What's that?
Hiya, Daniel.
Hi.
Your dad, you were saying about your relationship with your dad, and he didn't accept you.
Yeah.
I don't want to know your age, but are you older?
I'm 30.
And your dad is obviously an old man.
Yeah, he must be. I mean, he was quite young when they had me, so he must be. Oh God, he must be. Well, he's probably late maybe 59, 60 now. I should know, but I don't.
All right. Daniel?
Yeah.
When you came out and your dad didn't accept you, that's a thing for the older generation.
Yeah.
They're men, and it would probably take a lot. So, did you try sit down and talk to him, make him understand?
Yeah, we met on. He took me out for lunch, and obviously not with he didn't realise obviously this was going to be the conversation, and we sat down and we kind of went over a few things, and I just went out and said, look, you don't have to think about it too hard, don't, it's not going to change anything about me, but, I am, I think he started asking me about girlfriends and stuff, and I kind of cut him off and said, look, enough's enough, this is who I am.
Well, you were younger then.
Yeah, I was about 15.
Okay.
Yeah. And the thing I was just saying earlier, I didn't have to have this conversation with basically anybody. My mother, my grandparents, everyone was sort of, they kind of worked it out years ago and accepted it. It was just my dad was that one hurdle I had to kind of get over, because he just couldn't. I don't know. He just couldn't see it, realize it. There was just nothing. I mean, I wasn't being shy about it. I wasn't in the closet or anything. But it was just like, has the penny not dropped?
Yeah, but maybe he did know and he just didn't want to see it, because, the older generation, like my dad, he's 74, and if any, we've got one gay in the family, Jason. He's fabulous, he's brilliant.
Love it.
But that's it. But we were all boys, men in our family, all the uncles, cousins, and we've not got any gays or transgender apart from the one
Jason,
Yeah.
and he lives in Fife.
Yeah.
But, you know, because we're just sort of a man's man, but I could understand, you know, a father and his son coming out being gay, you know, that would be...
Yeah, I don't agree with the
For a
generation.
man, you know, a man, I think it would be like a punch in the stomach for his son to come out and say that. But then he would need to learn to try live with it. That's what I thought. So do you not talk now then?
We've not spoke for about 15 years.
But do you know, like in the comments, someone just said, "Age isn't an excuse. If you love your children, you love them no matter what," and that really hits home.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I mean, it was
I think
one of
it's
these,
more than that.
it was a really weird ending to it, because I mean, we had this conversation and, you know, we tried to skirt over it, and I generally left thinking, you know, he'll go away, have a think about it, and it'll be fine. And you know what? He dropped me home that day, and yeah, basically, I never heard from him again. It was like,
What was he like? He dropped you off. Run away, be free.
No, he
shut the car door, then drove away.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Dropped me off at my. Obviously, I lived with my mum at the time, and yeah, dropped me off there, and yeah, we didn't ever hear from him again. It was really, really bizarre. I tried to text, and I never got a response, and I tried for a few weeks, you know, to kind of make contact, and I didn't hear anything, and that was that. It was kind of ancient history. So yeah, it was a bit crazy. I mean, I was expecting more of a row or a bit more of a, you know, an argument, or expected him to go ballistic, but it was just, yeah, cold. It just literally just went cold. It's very strange.
And maybe those are the questions that you can ask him, Daniel. If you were open to that conversation, I guess, you know, that conversation will go either way, won't it? It'll go where you talk about those things and why you felt that way, or it'll go like nothing has ever happened, and that conversation will flow differently. But I'm going to drop down and let others in the box, but genuinely wish you all the luck in the world on your journey.
Oh, thank you, Hayley. Thank you so much.
Daniel?
Yeah.
In terms of like your illness,
Yeah.
would you come back and let us know like regular updates of like
Yeah, of
how
course.
you're doing and
Yeah, I'm literally I'm for the first. I usually work about six. I've got my own business. I usually work about 60 hours a week, and I am now basically in the confines of my own home. So TikTok at the moment is my only kind of little bit of joy at the moment. So yeah, I'm basically always on. So if Angie will have me in the box again, I'll happily come in regularly. I'm just always in the comments.
In terms of your illness, you've actually educated me more, because I never knew what colon cancer like affected.
Yeah, no. So this is different. So this is it's basically anal cancer. So it's its own cancer, if that makes sense. And this is the thing. I never thought it was a real thing. But basically, what it starts off with is, I mean, it's a bit hideous, but basically, you think you might have like piles or hemorrhoids, and basically,
It's not funny. It's a common medical problem.
Yeah, so basically,
it's not something to laugh at.
It's a bit of awareness for everyone, because I didn't
Piles are
think,
painful.
no, not painful at all. And this is the thing, but it's basically, it started probably about, I don't know, a year ago, and then I've had it about a year without realising. And then in the last couple of months, I thought, oh, I'm going to finally get this checked out. I started to feel quite tired and quite nauseous, but never in any pain or any discomfort. And then I went to my GP, and they said, yeah, we think this needs to be looked at further. And yeah, they did I think it's about 3 weeks ago, did a biopsy, and they've done an MRI a CT and a PET scan, and it's basically stage 3 cancer.
Wow, I'm so sorry to hear.
No, it's fine. I'm
so sorry.
It is what it is, and again, like I said, it's very black and white, and I've had all the tears and stuff. I'm just sort of like trying to be strong now about it.
Covering now, being strong.
Yeah.
That's what you've got to do.
Wait, 1 minute, Nettie. 1 minute, yeah, because you've just annoyed me. Daniel is speaking on his story, and you had the damn cheek to sit there and laugh at him. That was bang out of order. You owe him
can I answer here?
You owe
Do you know
Daniel
something?
an apology.
I've got my mum died of cancer.
No,
and my
you owe
stepmom's
Daniel
got
an
cancer.
apology for how you just laughed at him when he's
Daniel,
explaining
did I offend
his
you?
situation.
Can we have a joke about cancer?
No, you can't have a
You know,
joke.
piss
Cancer
off.
is no joke.
You're
Cancer
so
is not a joke
soft.
to laugh at.
So soft, and you want about
Hold on.
everything.
Hi, wait,
No,
one sec.
He
You
was
guys.
talking about
Wait,
anal
Nettie.
polyps.
Nettie, babe, just 1 second. Let's
Sorry
just
about this,
everyone
Daniel.
just take a breather for a second. Obviously,
Nah, cancer's not
I
something to
think
joke at. And
the-
the
calm
man's
down.
telling me his
No,
story
it's not.
because I missed half
But you
of
can't
it.
be depressed and doom and gloom.
But
if
Nettie,
you
that's
can't
not.
speak
But
to people
Nettie, that's
and
not your
cheer people up.
Nettie. It's not your story though. It's his story. We don't know if he thinks it's a joke. Obviously, I understand what you're saying. You're saying when it's something like, why can't we not make a joke out of something that's kind of a negative situation? I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's not your story, babe. It's his. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. I apologise if I've offended you, Daniel.
Telling their story now.
I didn't mean it in that.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's just
Nothing to laugh about, is it?
no, it's okay. I mean, I just wanted to just sort of,
last week, so.
Sorry about that, Daniel.
I know.
I was actually going to
Daniel
say,
surrounded by
my
all these women.
granny, years and years ago, and she had, what you call them? And then I can remember her saying to me, this was like about 20 years ago, she said that she had to push them back up her bum with a cream. So, that we found it funny, laughed, and that's what sort of reminded me, seemingly
Wait,
that's
push
what
what
you've
up
got to do when you have them.
Wait, push what up? Wait, I'm sorry.
The thing is that you get your bum,
You don't joke about cancer. Sorry, that's not a
That's
joke.
not can't.
Well, you should have muted your mic, innit, Nettie?
Yeah, no.
So wait, did your gran have cancer, Nettie? I'm
I think
confused.
there's nothing wrong with you.
My mum had
Cancer.
cancer. She
Oh,
also
okay,
had her
okay.
leg amputated. Yeah, that was
Cancer's
15
not a
years
joke,
ago.
man.
Yeah, no, I basically, well, I mean,
Yeah, so was
it
Daniel
obviously
still
isn't funny,
continuing
but
talking?
yeah, I just wanted to basically say that it's something that people should be a bit aware of, basically, because it can happen to it's one of those things that you might think is nothing. I mean, I thought it was nothing, and I thought it would be treated at home, and then you find out actually it's something more sinister. It's actually a tumor. So now I'm sort of walking around. Well, I can't walk at the moment, but it's a debilitating tumor, basically. Not pile.
Well, Dan, if you need anything, just jump in my DM. This ain't my account. My account's Tori. Oh, it's anything Tori and X is my account.
Yeah, I think I'm following a couple of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just literally, just drop me a DM, man. Like,
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. But basically, just wanted to it's a bit of awareness for what's
They do
what's
pass it
out
off
there.
for piles, though. My cousin's granddad had it twice, and both times they told him, oh no, it's just piles.
Yeah, it's a really weird thing. I mean, I've learned to see. Yeah, it's scary to think that I've been living with it for so long, and it's obviously been more than what I thought it has been as well. And that was the fear as well, that you ignore something and ignore it for so long, and then
you can't ignore it anymore, innit?
No, and then when you get the news that obviously that you're looking at cancer.
Yeah.
I'd say the last 3 weeks have been the worst 3 weeks of my life, waiting for the answers, and then they've obviously finally told me that it's stage 3. It hasn't spread, which is amazing.
That's a good thing that it hasn't spread. Obviously.
Yeah, it hasn't spread. It's confined to the pelvic area.
Okay.
And that basically I should well, after some quite intense treatment, I should hopefully survive it. So
And you will, man, and you'll live to tell us another story.
yeah, well, this is basically all I've got at the moment to entertain me, because I've got no, I can't focus on watching, you know, series or anything like that. I'm literally just on TikTok now.
And you know what? Like, this is the time, like, you know, like, start doing things that you didn't think that you was gonna do. I don't know whether that's jumping off a plane, going to start doing things, because like I said,
write a bucket list.
Yeah,
like a bucket list kind of thing. Obviously not like a bucket, you know what I mean? And you know what, like cancer, like it is like cancer's teared my family apart. You get what I mean? Like, it's fucked my family apart, and I just think it's such a disgusting illness. It's such a horrible illness. And
it's evil. It's an
so
evil illness.
and it's just, oh man. But yeah, good luck with your journey, Daniel, man. And I really do hope that you pull through, man. Honestly.
Thank you. I'm gonna drop down now, if that's all right, because I'm a bit.
Before the ladies try and get you, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Better go before the ladies try and get you.
Well, I hope I'll be welcome back in at another time to get involved in some debates.
Well, all the best, Daniel, love, on your journey.
Bless you. Thank you for everyone for your kind words.
And thank you for educating me, because you know, it's going to make me go and look up more about what colon cancer is and what it affects and stuff. So you've educated me that a little bit more. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
And good luck with your dad if you decide to talk to him, love.
Well, I can keep you updated with all of that.
Look after yourself, Daniel. All the best.
Well, thank you so much. Take care, guys.
You too.
Bye.
Take care.
Lots of love.
Bye.
Angie, are you all right?
Oh, you were such a lovely person.
Yeah.
So nice. He was lovely.
Yeah, he was, mum.
You're a really nice guy.
I'm lovely as well. Can you not tell me how lovely I am?
Oh, Torian, we love you. You're lovely.
Thank you.
And you cheered Angie up yesterday as well when you was in the live talking to her. So
Angie, I cussed M's for you. I cussed M's and AR for you yesterday. You know, all my accounts are bananas because I cussed them out for you. Yeah, ask anyone. I cussed M's out for you yesterday.
Yeah, she asked them why she was going down on you and being like they were.
Good, it was needed.
But do you know what? I don't. In terms of the video that AR made, I don't know if he's being genuine or if he's just doing it to get.
Wait, what video did AR make?
Traffic towards his page.
What video?
It's
Sorry,
a
I've missed
video
that.
of him being. Is it being nice? It being nice to Angie.
Yeah.
And saying he was going to remove the video of her bedroom.
No, there's another video. He's made another one.
Video, do you know what I mean? That he made. I know.
When he was when he was being nice to you.
Hold on.
Oh, what
So
was
he
today?
went on with Angie and posted it or something.
No, look.
Oh,
hold on.
I think it's like a screen recording of him being nice to her.
Basically, like an apology.
Oh
not
yeah,
sure.
I've seen that. Yeah, that's not him. He didn't put it up there, did he?
Oh God.
He's made another video.
I want to see it.
Hold on.
Get medicated and get some help, and I mean that in the sincerest form.
What the fuck is that music in the background?
Not to you tonight.
Titanic, isn't it?
I saw it.
He's such a troll.
I'm not going to stand there and start saying you deserve that, you don't deserve that. Mental health is serious. And
That's what they're saying.
I'm really feeling for your mother as well. I really want
Then he cried myself
to see you
listening
just
to the music. Titanic.
to see you
Is he taking a picture?
get medicated and get some help, and I mean that in the sincerest form.
No, that isn't video. That's his page, Angie.
Video, so the screen recorded it. He just put a video of you next to it.
You're gonna see the light there. You're getting that. Yeah, one step at a time.
Yeah.
I've been my father still. I've been my father still.
Okay. Just stay positive. You know, could be worse. You say that it could be worse.
What happens with the music?
And there's other people that are probably dealing with stuff even worse than you. So, count your blessings.
Yeah. Even if it's the children also, so yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's sad, isn't it?
I'm gonna take down that video. I made a video of you earlier today, and I'm gonna take it down after that.
That's right. I'm not going to do that.
No, because it doesn't sit right.
Definitely put the music in to be more cheerful.
It doesn't make sense. It's kind of hypocritical me having a video of you. My heart goes out to you today.
Ange, I got kicked out alive earlier. Somebody motormouth, and there was quite a lot of people in it, because I was defending you. They were saying that you were an enabler, and I says no, and that you trigger people, and I says, well, how can that be? Because we're all the same on TikTok. You know, we all talk and everything else. So what are you doing wrong from anybody else?
Yeah, she's horrible, that one.
And she blocked me,
I
kicked
don't
me
want
out.
to give her the time, do you know what I mean, to be honest. She loved it, she loved it. She loved it, she gave it content.
And she was saying, you're just as bad, you're an enabler as well, Nettie. And I was like, how do you get that?
But they watched my whole life,
because
though, didn't
how
they?
would you
know,
know
you can't
if they
trigger
didn't
someone
watch
that's
it?
and they watched
How
the
would you
whole
know?
life. No, exactly. They can block me. They, you know, yes, I'm on FYP, I get that, but if you block me, you won't see the FYP. So if I trigger you, Motormouth, block me, it's solved.
And an alcoholic. I thought, all right, you didn't look drunk now. So,
Did you enjoy your breakfast, Ange?
We tried to get in Charlie's box this morning.
Yeah. Do you have any
nice,
plans for
thank you,
today?
yeah.
Just rest. You got that heater on again, Ange?
Yeah, 100%. She can't stand it, no.
Nettie's not causing trouble, I was just saying. Sorry.
I thought it was nice last night when you and your mum had a hug. I actually got a tear.
When she put
I
her
thought that was
hand on
lovely.
your shoulder and she hugged you.
You've always been my favourite daughter, and I love you. Oh,
That was nice, yeah. That was a nice moment.
it was.
But I still
I think you two should have your own. I think you two should have a profile.
Yeah.
I think the banter from you two would be brilliant.
Yeah, make Sheila head mod.
I'm going to try and get my mum on TikTok. You know, obviously, they're friends
She
from
has a
here,
head
though,
mod.
so she might not want to do that. Do you know what I mean? But I'll see.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.